Hi, Jess here from Nigezza.co.uk, and I'm here today to do a sketch challenge. I got it here. So this is the sketch that's this week's challenge over on Stamping for All. I've not been doing many of the challenges apart from the one I set, so because I've been busy. But I'm getting myself ahead, so I'm filming this ahead of time, ready to put on there when it's out. So you'll be seeing this on Thursday, I can't remember the date, but it'll be the day after this was set, and it runs all week. So this is what I decided to come up with. I'm going to use the stitched framelets. I'm using, I want to say not the smallest, the next one. That's my circles, that's my squares. So not the smallest, the next one up. I'm actually going to put my largest one away. So I figured that was good, and I'm using up some scraps from a previous project. So I'm using the lovely paper from Tranquil Textures, actually, I think it's called. So that's the other side. So I've cut 3 of these out, some little scraps, and they're gonna go together quite like that ish. I'm going to use some Tranquil cardstock. Yeah, it's called Tranquil cardstock, isn't it? I think so. Yeah. You know, sometimes you doubt yourself, don't you? Get a little bit of a brain mash. I'm doing it that way for a change. And then, so that's just standard piece of cardstock cut in half, scored in half, and then I've done me mat so that it's 1/4 of an inch shorter and thinner, and that gives you a nice 1/8 of an inch border. And then I've cut one for the centre as well, where I shall stamp on a nice little message. I can't open it, my fingers just aren't working today. There we go, let's chuck that inside. And then I've used the ribbon punch, and I've punched out in Tranquil that to go down the edge, and they're going to get stuck on like so. And I'm going to put a sentiment on this one, and this is going to be a birthday card. I've got a friend's birthday next week, so I'm using the Detailed with Love, and I'm using that happy birthday there because I love it. I think it's a beautiful font and I really like it. So in order to get my happy birthday in dead center in the right position, I'm going to use my Stamperators, and I'm gonna try live on camera without actually working it out before how I might go about doing this. So this is the scrap that I cut this piece out of. Okay, so I am going to open up my Stamperators. I've got a scrap of cardstock here. This is my cheapo, El Cheapo cardstock that I kind of practice on so that I'm not wasting my beautiful Whisper White. And then I'm going to lay that where I think the centre might be. And I'm going to pick it up, and I'm going to eke it up. I didn't bring the ink pad over. Nothing like being prepared, is there? And let's see if that's where we want it to be. By Jove, I think it is. Okay, now you've got a little swirl, and I was trying to decide if I wanted to use this little swirl as well on it. So I'm going to place that on there. So I'm going to get my other plate in. I'm going to pick that up. Give that an ink. That's cool. And I imagine if I turned it round, it'll be in the right position on the other side. Okay, so now we're going to bring in the square that I took out, and I want to move my magnet without moving the position of that. This is a time when actually the second magnet would be handy. I'll do it across like that. Okay, fingers crossed. Let's do our happy birthday. And let's do our little swirl. And let's turn it around. I've pushed a little bit too hard there, I can see the edges of it. Oh, and I moved. That would have worked beautifully if I hadn't moved. Right. Let's try that again. Is that in the right position? Yep. Gonna get the second magnet. Got to be careful with these magnets, don't let them get too close together because they will ping and break. So I'm moving one right over there. I'm moving that one off. I'm putting it away before it can cause any damage. There we go, take that off. So that is pretty good, Got a bit of marks there, not 100% happy about, but that's quite good. Maybe a little bit more time, I might have tweaked it a bit, but that's okay. Right, so let's get these stuck down. Right. Where's my snips? There is a bit of, I didn't quite move. I didn't put the light on when I was doing this, which is just fatal because I'm blind as a bat, really. Right, Tombow to glue the edges of this. Just a little bit along. Like so. I'm going to use my grid mat. So that I can measure it along the bold line there so that I know it's straight. So before I start with Stampin' Up, I did have a board, but I never thought about, well, I did think about using the lines to help straighten, but not in the way I do now. They're just a godsend. So I'll now go from behind and snip this. Goodness only knows where that piece just flew off. Okay. Perfect. I'm going to use a bit of Tombow and stick that on. And then let's get these on. So that's going to overlap a bit there. That's going to overlap a bit there. Yep. I think of all the framelits I got, these stitch shape ones are my most used. I did think about matting these and then decided to keep it simple. I may do a step up version, and then I think I'm going to pop that one up on dimensionals. Put one in the middle because it's DSP, give it a little bit of support. Go in there like that, and then let's have a little bit of stamping on the inside. I'm going to stamp "Let's Celebrate." I might bring the stamperators in again. Take that one off. I have got a scrap that's cut the size of a card blank, so let's imagine it's like so. Where's my ink pad gone? Yeah, I think that's pretty well in the middle. So let's do it for real. Do it that way round. I could see the cut edge a bit. Brilliant. Now, if I had lots of cards to make, I would now go ahead and start an assembly line. Okay. And then a bit of Tombow to stick that on. And that is a very quick card. Following a card sketch for me inspiration. Sometimes it's really good to have that. I sometimes think, oh, what am I going to do for my Thursday tutorial? I ain't got any ideas. Oh, card sketch over on Stampin' for All. That'll give me inspiration. And there it is. So, there we go. So the card sketch, if I bring it back in, was that. And that's my idea. Hope you like it. Hope you'll pop over to the Facebook group Stamping for All and have a little go. Join in, have some fun. Okay, all the details will be on my blog, nigezza.co.uk, link down below to the blog post. And if you've still got a couple of days left to take advantage of the buy 3, choose 1 free designer series paper. So pop over onto the shop as well and fill your basket. Okay, bye-bye.